Hey guys,
Hi guys.
happy April.
Happy first day
First
of
of April.
April.
Yeah,
It is April Fool's
it is.
Day. And it's been a while since we haven't been
No,
here.
and I haven't heard any bad jokes or anything like that.
At lunch. I think right now when you go to lunch you might start
I wonder if some of
pranking
the
or saying-
teachers have done stuff, but
I don't
or
know.
even students, hopefully, in good taste amongst each other. So, okay, so let's get started with our SEL Monday. Our competency is self-awareness. Topic is self-confidence. So I found this quote by Eleanor Roosevelt. She says, "No one can make you feel inferior without your consent." What does that mean to you, ma'am?
Well, it means that maybe there's people out there who try and get the best of us, or maybe they say comments that might be putting us down. But if I don't allow them to get to my mind, to my heart, thoughts, feelings, it's like, you know what? That's your opinion. I'm not gonna let you have power over like how I think about myself.
Yeah, I'm not going to allow someone to gaslight me into thinking that I'm something else or I'm of some other value other than the value I have for myself and the self-respect and the self-confidence that I have for myself. That's not going to change. So,
And I know it's hard because I talk to students and it's like, Miss, it's because this is what I hear from the outside. But sometimes we need to have like a filter. If it doesn't come from people we love, then maybe people's opinions should not affect us the way that they sometimes do.
yeah, and that's where your self-confidence takes over and you believe in yourself, you trust yourself, you love yourself enough to know that other people, it's just not right, okay? All right, so let's move it on.
So we are going to give you a couple minutes to check in with PBIS.
PBIS, so
Let us know how you feel. I know it's Tuesday, it's not Monday. And so some of you are a little tired, but hey, you had an
I mean, it was 3 days, so like, let us know. I'm sure some of you are coming back like, I had a really good weekend. I really want to see. Or just let us know in the comments what
Yes.
was so awesome about your weekend. Okay.
Please let us know.
All right,
how
we'll
you're
give you
doing.
a few minutes. All right, guys, thank you for checking in. So hopefully we can read some of your comments, but we're gonna actually have our first special guest
Yes.
for SEL Live. So we've never had someone on, but I think, can we go to the next slide, sir?
So we do have a couple of announcements. The first announcement relates to tomorrow, April 2nd. It is World Autism Awareness Day. So to show our support and love and awareness, we are asking that you wear blue. So any appropriate blue shirt to represent and to show support. So we do have Mr. Villanueva, who is here, and he is going to tell us a little bit more about this month because it's a very special month.
Okay, guys, just real quick, I'm Mr. Villanueva, 8th grade science teacher, and I'm the autism representative for the campus.
Yes.
And basically, tomorrow is when we celebrate worldwide this movement about autism, recognizing, and we were talking about acceptance. So that's precisely what this movement is about, to create acceptance and inclusion for our autistic persons. Now in the U.S., 2024, 1 of every 36 children are diagnosed with autism, and this is thought to increase. And basically, this can range from different levels. Okay, level 1, 2, or 3. But this is not about levels, but about acceptance. This is to promote on how to include any person that is under that spectrum. And the reason why we are asking for you to wear blue is because blue was chosen for autism because it represents calmness and acceptance. And basically, that is what we usually associate autism with, to manifest a space of calmness and acceptance for persons who are under that situation.
Wow.
So,
Very cool. Mr. Villanueva, I noticed your lanyard. Could you explain a little bit about your lanyard and the
Yes.
design of your lanyard?
well, this is there's 2 designs now. This is the one that's first started. This is like little puzzle pieces put together to represent that every single person, whether they have autism or not, have a part in our world, in our lives, and we can make the effort to make him part of it. The other one is an infinite sign, and that represents as well the acceptance, and we always have a place to belong to.
Awesome.
So, yes.
Well, thank you so much for the insight, and we really appreciate it.
No, thank you so much for having me here, and I hope everyone can wear some kind of blue tomorrow. And
Yes.
well, thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
We
Appreciate that.
it.
Very
that was
cool. Very cool.
Very much
Okay.
appreciated.
Very well spoken.
Yes, so we have a second announcement. So April is also the month of the military child. So here I have a couple
Like I'm
pictures.
trying to-
I know, me too. We do have Cubs who are military connected students. So we have a total of 21 students. And so we want to show support. We will have a purple day where we get to wear purple. Tomorrow is blue, but we will announce that a little later on. So if you see some of your classmates, say, hey, happy military month, because they are a very special population, and we show support, and we just show support for all of our kiddos. But our military kiddos have a special place in my heart now that I know more about them. And so the next slide does show that I didn't know this until this year, but they have a flower for military kiddos, and that is the dandelion. So when you see a lot of the military awareness and promotion, dandelions, you'll see that a lot. So thank you.
I really like this little part right here that
Oh.
says the plant puts down roots almost anywhere, just like our military population, and it's almost impossible to destroy it. It's resilient. It's tough. I love it. That's awesome.
So
It's really
our
cool.
military kiddos, their parents have served, and so sometimes they have to move, or we have some kiddos whose parents are away on deployment, so they are very strong. And just know that we love you here at Clint Junior High, and we show support for you guys.
Awesome.
thank you, sir.
Cool. All right, guys.
Just announcements.
Yeah, I mean, it's just what's it called? Housekeeping today. So last week, I know that we weren't live, and so we had a Screencastify where we recorded, and so we had this opt-in form that we were promoting. It is we are going to be offering some lessons on like dating violence and abuse and trafficking, and so it's right here, and it's as per is it HB 9, ma'am? Yeah, HB 9 says that we do have to offer it, so we are offering it. However, it's strictly on a voluntary basis if you would like to receive that. So we do have these opt-in forms in the counseling office, and today during the survey for the Spotlight Teacher, we were going to go have the chance to just say yes or no that you'd like to get one of these permission slips. We did have some students turn them in last week, but since we were doing a recording, we're offering it one more time. So the first session is going to be this Friday. This Friday.
So we will get to you if you turn in this form, because remember, not every student is going to get this information, only if your parents opt in and give you permission. If not, this is for 6th graders all the way to 12th grade. So if you don't get this information this year, maybe you can get that when you get to high school.
Right.
So yes.
All right.
Ahora sí.
All right, so we are working on self-confidence this week. Guys, we're almost done with everything. I mean, we just have a few left. So we do have a Rethink Ed video that will hope to promote self-confidence through growth. So we're going to go ahead and check out that video.
Don't waste a good mistake. Have you ever made a mistake? Of course you have. Mistakes are an essential part of learning. Research psychologist Carol Dweck determined that a person's mindset about mistakes influences their ability to grow and learn from their mistakes. Through her research, Dweck noted that a fixed mindset towards mistakes concludes that mistakes are proof of an inability to learn, whereas a growth mindset towards mistakes accepts mistakes as part of the learning process. Looking at mistakes as opportunities for growth can help a person learn more quickly. So if you want to learn faster, don't waste a good mistake. Instead, expect, respect, reflect, and correct your mistake. Expect mistakes. Since we all make mistakes, we might as well stop being surprised, embarrassed, or annoyed by them. Noticing your feelings will make it easier to move forward with a positive attitude and address your mistake as an opportunity to learn. Once you accept and expect mistakes, it's time to give them the respect that they deserve. Mistakes are proof that you're trying and taking risks. Applying effort and taking risks is an essential part of learning and growing. After you're done congratulating yourself on your mistake, take time to reflect on your mistake. Ask yourself, what was the error? What could you do differently? Do you need more practice? Do you need more information? Do you need help from someone else? Do you need to slow down? Do you need to consider someone else's feelings? Then move to correct your mistake. Correcting or addressing your mistake is where the real learning takes place. Use the information you gathered when reflecting on your mistake to inform your growth and learning. But what if that correction results in another mistake? Do it all again. Expect, respect, reflect, and correct your mistake. The process keeps going and you keep growing. And that is the key to learning from your mistakes. So remember, don't waste a good mistake. Instead, expect, respect, reflect, and correct your mistake.
Can they hear us? I thought that was a really cool video.
Yeah.
Expect, respect, reflect, and correct. It's a lot of rect.
Sorry. Okay, no, focus.
Sorry, you gotta throw in a good joke every now and then, even
Yes.
if they're lame.
Crickets, we hear crickets. No, you know what, like a lot of the times when I have students and we're in my office and we're maybe reflecting, processing, decision making, it's like, you know what, we live and we learn. But I really like this, so I might start saying this more often, because we know we're not perfect. I'm not perfect. And so just expecting, you know what, sometimes I am going to make a mistake. Voy a meter la pata. Maybe just a little bit, maybe a whole lot. But it's like really respecting and reflecting, like, okay, how can I make it better next time, or how can I improve?
How can I grow
and
from it?
correct? Yeah.
You know, it's funny that this one, when I started watching this video, it really brought me like I started thinking of one movie in particular. I always connect them to movies, and it really reminded me of that Batman Begins. Do you remember? Have you seen Batman Begins? Remember when he falls down the well, and then his dad picks him up and he tells him, "Why do we fall?" And he's like, "Why do we fall?" And he teaches them so that we can learn to pick ourselves back up. And so that's kind of what resonated with me watching this video. It's because you got to have that mindset that you're going to be able to pick yourself back up and grow from it. So.
And then that's how you become resilient and you're stronger and stronger. But yeah, really good video, sir.
So we got 10 minutes left, and we got to kind of speed through because it is our teacher spotlight. So I'm super excited for this one because I was playing with the I was playing with the format a little bit. So let's see if it came out nice. So our teacher spotlight is across the street, Mr. Ugarte, across the hallway, not the street. All right, so let's go ahead and hear from Mr. Ugarte.
Hey Cubs, for those that don't know me, my name is Mr. Ugarte. I'm your 6th grade science teacher here at Clint Junior High. Just a little background info about me. I graduated from UTEP in 2016 with my bachelor's in kinesiology. So it's kind of like a study of sports science. For those of you that are interested in that, that'd be a really cool field to try out when you guys get to college. And then recently, actually in January, I graduated with my master's from WGU. It's the Teachers College is what they refer to it as, in online lesson designing. So that's something that I just accomplished, a couple months ago. Some other background info about me. I'm a coach here. I'm a football coach here. And then I'm also a basketball coach at the high school. And then some interesting facts. I'm very active in my free time. I'm in a soccer league on Sundays. For those that have me in 6th grade, you guys know that I took a snowboarding trip up to Colorado during our spring break. So yeah, I'm super active whenever I get the chance. I'm spending time outdoors with family and friends. Yeah, looking forward to hearing what questions you guys have for me. See you guys.
Okay, so thank you, Mr. Ugarte. I can't wait to hear from the questions that you guys have. I did try to change the questions up a little bit, especially from the ones you can choose. So we can hit our next slide. So there you go, guys. This is the question for the opt-in form. If you do want us to give you a form to get that those educational sessions, then click yes or no, and then we'll go ahead and find you and give you that permission slip for your parents to find. However, you guys have the Google sign-in. It actually looks like this. I need to update that. That's how it's going to look. Teacher Spotlight. That's the one you guys click on. So make sure you click on that one. And we'll give you a few minutes because we do have one more issue that we need to address with you all. And so we'll give you about, how much time do we have left?
We have 7 minutes.
We have 7 minutes, so we'll give you about 2 minutes to finish this part. Okay.
So before we go on to the next one, remember, we know that you've been working really hard preparing yourself for the STAR tests that are coming up in the month of April. So just a boost in self-confidence, those positive self-talks, saying I can do this. And then a shout out to Ms. Reyes, our curriculum coach, because that bulletin,
Oh,
guys,
that's right.
if you
Yes.
haven't seen it, you should stop and read messages because it's hopefully a boost.
It
in
was
your
really
self-confidence.
personalized. I know I took mine super seriously, and I know you did too. And so they're really personalized messages. So check them out, guys. It's a really, it's a big confidence boost. And
We
hopefully
believe in you.
Push you guys the extra mile.
Yes.
So, okay, so we're still live. We have about 26 people that are responding. So make sure you're doing that, guys. And I was holding off because I do have some other news to deliver. I was in speaking with Miss Gallo and then speaking with Miss Gallego as well. And the funding for field day is a little short. We have inflation, so everything's kind of gone up. So we are looking at alternative like activities and games and stuff to do with you all for field day. So I am posting now in our Google page
So
for 7th and
refresh.
8th grade. So refresh. And so we're really trying to promote turning something that's a negative into a positive. And so that's why we said, well, the best platform to do that is here during SEL Live. So we are asking you guys to vote on some of the activities that you might want to do during field day. We're not going to be able to necessarily have the water slides like we did, but there are other things that we're going to work together and come together as a community, as a school, to turn this negative into a positive. I know it's tough news, and I don't want to necessarily end on that note, but go ahead and fill out this, and then you're going to see at the bottom, there's going to be a next button. Make sure you submit that next button so that you can go to the next page, okay? So I will be seeing the responses on that one, and then I will take that information to Ms. Gallego and Ms. Gallo.
So you have 3 minutes to complete this, and remember that we love you, and we hope you have a good short week.
Okay, we'll see you guys. Bye.
Hello, hello. Good afternoon, C. Good afternoon, Cubs. I know we still see some kiddos coming in. So we hope you're doing good. It is not Monday. It's still Monday. It is Tuesday, April the 1st. And we've heard it all morning. Well, I've heard it. Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday. That sounds good. And April Fools.
April Fools. Very true.
Okay.
So, go ahead.
Okay, no. Well, we're working on competency as self-awareness, guys. We're going to be talking about some self-confidence and how to get there. But first, we have a quote, and I have this visual here. We have a quote, and it says, "No one can make you feel inferior without your consent." And that was said by Eleanor Roosevelt. And so kind of like, how do you feel about that? What does that mean to you? No one can make you feel inferior without your consent.
And because I'm talking to most 6th graders and some 7th graders, I do know that I talk to students and they're like, well, it's because they're saying this about me, or I heard this, or I think they said it loud enough for me to hear them. But truly, we do have people who might say unkind things about us. And I know it's hard, but remember, we can't control other people's opinions, behaviors, thoughts. We can't control how we feel about those opinions. So I know it's hard, but if, let's say, somebody says something unkind about me, I know I can't change that. That's their opinion, and that's okay. But I can control, and like truly, if I don't give them consent, if I don't let their words, their unkind words get to me, it's like, you know what? That's okay, because that's how you think. So I know it's hard, but we get better.
It is hard. And so for me, it means like, yeah, I do not give you permission to bring me down. I don't give you permission to create a truth that is not true. I don't believe into that. I'm not buying into your little fantasy of whatever it is that you're creating. I uplift myself. I understand who I am, and I'm going to hold myself to how I believe in myself. And so that's what it means to me. And so I just hope you guys can remember that and take that with you when someone is saying unkind things about you, because it's easy to hear it here, and it's harder to put it into practice. So try to remember that.
So if it doesn't come from someone you love or a family member, because maybe it's like, you know what, I'm concerned, maybe something's going on. If it doesn't come from someone you love, yeah, maybe we can just filter
Push
it
it
out.
to the side. Exactly.
Entre por uno y que salga por el otro oído.
Exactly. Okay, cool. So we're going to start with our PBIS check-in, I believe. So we'll give you about 2 minutes. I mean, we're coming back from a 3-day weekend. Some of you have a lot to say. Maybe you went on a trip, or you just stayed home and got to rest. And so you're feeling 5 or 4, calm and at ease. So drop us that note. If you're feeling down here, upset or angry, then let us know too. Those comments help, okay?
Yes.
Okay.
So thank you for checking in. We do have most of our Cubs feeling calm and at ease, so that's good to know.
Like to see it. Okay.
Yes.
We have our first time, for the first time in SEL history, we're going to have a special guest to talk to us, because tomorrow is April 2nd. Tomorrow is World Autism Awareness Day. And so I don't know if you guys knew, but we do have an autism representative here on campus. And so we are going to welcome in to discuss a little bit what it is and what it means and how we can make the world a more inclusive space for our autistic people around us. Mr. Villanueva will be speaking to us.
Thank you, thank you. Well, as you were saying, tomorrow is April 2nd, and it is known to be the worldwide day dedicated for autism awareness. And we would like to invite you, if you can come tomorrow and support us. And it's a very easy thing to do. If you can wear something blue, that will show support, because autism awareness is basically identified with this blue movement, right? Which blue was chosen because it means calmness and acceptance, and that's the reason why it is used worldwide, that color.
Interesting. Okay. And then, sir, we're noticing your lanyard. I know that there is some special significance to what your lanyard has on it. Could you explain that to the students?
Yes. The lanyard. This lanyard is made of puzzle pieces. This is one of the symbols that identified or represents autism, and basically it means that every single person, whether autistic or not, has a special way to fit in our society. The other symbol is an infinite symbol, and it also means infinite relationships or infinite acceptance. So that's basically the way we try to portray it on how to include every single person into our daily lives.
Wow. That's awesome. That's
Yes.
really cool. So tomorrow, guys, April 2nd, we're going to have the opportunity to wear blue. And I just want to say thank you to Mr.
Thank you for your
Villanueva for
support.
giving us that insight.
And you know what? You did say a statistic.
Yes,
In our other than time.
up to 2024, the statistics for children who are identified with autism is 1 in 36. And before, it was years ago, let's say 10 years ago, was 1 in every 80 persons. So it's been increasing. It is expected to increase. And this is something that we should be aware of. So to be able to support our people and to be able to include them in our society in a respectful way.
So we do love our kiddos and our parents, and I know, for speaking on a personal level, we have loved ones and we just accept them and we show them support and we love them. But yeah, thank you, sir. We really appreciate you.
Yes.
stopping by.
And wearing blue is not to make distinctions, it's actually to show support.
Right.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Very
So
important.
wear your blue tomorrow, guys, and can't wait to see all the different blues, the shades of blue that we're going to be using
thank
to
you.
represent
Thank
that.
you,
Thank you,
thank
sir.
you.
Appreciate that. That was awesome.
And one more announcement, because it is April, and so April month,
Oh, yes.
we also have our military connected Cubs here at our campus. So you might see a couple of your friends. I don't
There.
wanna, like, move. So
Oh, there you
because
go.
April, we do recognize and we also show support for our military connected students. We will have a Purple Up Day, but that's coming later in April. So if you see your classmates, just say, hey, I know this month we celebrate you. And so this is the first year that I get to work with our military kiddos. Ms. Barrios was the person last year. And so I have been getting to know them, their situations, their life. And truly, truly, they are one of a kind. So if you're a military kiddo, some students are like, no, I'm too shy to be recognized. But truly, we support you and we love you and I admire you because you are strong and resilient. So their parents or guardians have served in our military. So we can click on the next one. Because something that I didn't know about our military population and our kiddos is that they have a flower to represent them. So the dandelion is the official flower of our military children, and there's a reason why. So, sir.
Yeah, I was reading it. Yeah, I love it. It's awesome. So what I really like about it is some of the excerpts that I got from it, that the plant, just like some of our students, they put down roots almost anywhere, and so they're so flexible and so understanding with being able to live almost anywhere. Their roots are strong and they're cultivated deeply in the culture of the military, and I just think it's just a phenomenal job that we do here as far as outreach, but also the resiliency shown by our students to be able to be flexible and endure. And I think that's what the dandelion kind of represents, that sense, that being able to endure. And
so if you see your classmates, they do have, just different lifestyles or different life experiences. So if you are a military kiddo, I hope you feel special throughout the month. We will celebrate you. But we have military kiddos whose parents are away on deployment. We have military kiddos whose parents maybe served when they were babies or younger. But still, we admire you and we love you. So thank you, guys.
very cool.
See.
Okay. All right. Okay.
One more.
One more
Enough,
announcement.
enough.
So we're like housekeeping here. So we're just doing the honeydews right now. So last week, I know we had a screen recording that we showed SEL Live. And so we offered this opt-in form because we are going to be giving, it's by law that we do have to offer these topics to you. However, due to the nature, the adult nature of some of these topics, can get intense, and so we do have to give you guys a parent opt-in parental permission slip for you guys to bring signed if you do choose to want to be a part of this this lesson. And so we're going to be doing it on Friday. We'll be giving this lesson. So we have had some people turn in these permission slips. However, we still need more. And so now that we're live today, we figured it would be best that we offered it again. So come pick one up. And if you don't necessarily respond to the survey, but in the survey in a little bit, we are going to give you the choice to say yes or no to wanting one of these permission slips so that you can attend those sessions. So.
And if you miss one of our this year's sessions, we will have it again next year. If you're an 8th grader, this is a law that offers students at a secondary level, 6th grade all the way through 12th grade, the opportunity to learn more about these topics. So if you don't get it this year, you can get it next year. So it's okay. You
All right.
opt in.
Okay, I think that's it. Okay, we're done. So our self-awareness is our competency. We are talking about self-confidence today. So we're gonna go ahead and watch a Rethink Ed video on just growth and how to grow and how to rise above.
Don't waste a good mistake. Have you ever made a mistake? Of course you have. Mistakes are an essential part of learning. Research psychologist Carol Dweck determined that a person's mindset about mistakes influences their ability to grow and learn from their mistakes. Through her research, Dweck noted that a fixed mindset towards mistakes concludes that mistakes are proof of an inability to learn, whereas a growth mindset towards mistakes accepts mistakes as part of the learning process. Looking at mistakes as opportunities for growth can help a person learn more quickly. So if you want to learn faster, don't waste a good mistake. Instead, expect, respect, reflect, and correct your mistake. Expect mistakes. Since we all make mistakes, we might as well stop being surprised, embarrassed, or annoyed by them. Noticing your feelings will make it easier to move forward with a positive attitude and address your mistake as an opportunity to learn. Once you accept and expect mistakes, it's time to give them the respect that they deserve. Mistakes are proof that you're trying and taking risks. Applying effort and taking risks is an essential part of learning and growing. After you're done congratulating yourself on your mistake, take time to reflect on your mistake. Ask yourself, what was the error? What could you do differently? Do you need more practice? Do you need more information? Do you need help from someone else? Do you need to slow down? Do you need to consider someone else's feelings? Then move to correct your mistake. Correcting or addressing your mistake is where the real learning takes place. Use the information you gathered when reflecting on your mistake to inform your growth and learning. But what if that correction results in another mistake? Do it all again. Expect, respect, reflect, and correct your mistake. The process keeps going and you keep growing. And that is the key to learning from your mistakes. So remember, don't waste a good mistake. Instead, expect, respect, reflect, and correct your mistake.
Okay, so I really like that video. Expect, respect, reflect, correct. So I did a goofy joke on the last one. We're not going to do that because she didn't laugh. So no joke on this one.
But no, yeah, it's because I had to. Yeah, I got it now.
It wasn't funny. It's
No.
okay.
So the video was really good because we're not perfect. I am not perfect. And so knowing that sometimes I'm going to make a mistake. Voy a meter la pata. Maybe a little bit, maybe a whole lot. But you know what? I expect mistakes and that is okay. When you respect and then reflect, like, how can I improve or what can I learn from this life lesson? And then just try to correct. So I think that builds that growth mindset of, you know what, I'm going to grow from my mistakes.
And you know, if you talk to some of the most successful people that you know, you'll always ask them, so how did you learn? How did you get to be so awesome? They're like, well, first of all, I made tons of mistakes. And so I really thought when I saw this video, I just thought about resilience and being able to expect that you might make a mistake and then grow from it. And so I don't know about you, but like I thought about that movie, Batman Begins, where Bruce Wayne as a little boy falls through into in like a well, and then his dad picks him up and he tells him, why did you fall? And he's like, well, he doesn't know what to say, and he's like, so that you can learn to pick yourself back up. So I really thought that kind of really coincided well with this video because it's about learning and growing from mistakes. So
8 minutes.
Yeah, and I think right now we're preparing for those STAR tests. And I think it's like, you know what, I'm going to try my best. And even if I didn't get, or if I did low or I scored low, just trying to have that mindset. I'm just growing and, yeah, trying your best.
But we have something else. We have our teacher spotlight. So we're pressed for time, so we're going to go through. It is Mr. Ugarte. So let's go ahead and see from Mr. Ugarte. As soon as it's over, guys, go ahead and take out your Chromebooks and submit the questions for Mr. Ugarte that you might have, okay?
Hey, Cubs. For those that don't know me, my name is Mr. Ugarte. I'm your 6th grade science teacher here at Clint Junior High. Just a little background info about me. I graduated from UTEP in 2016 with my bachelor's in kinesiology. So it's kind of like a study of sports science. For those of you that are interested in that, that'd be a really cool field to try out when you guys get to college. And then recently, actually in January, I graduated with my master's from WGU. It's the Teachers College is what they refer to it as, in online lesson designing. So that's something that I just accomplished, a couple months ago. Some other background info about me. I'm a coach here. I'm a football coach here. And then I'm also a basketball coach at the high school. And then some interesting facts. I'm very active in my free time. I'm in a soccer league on Sundays. For those that have me in 6th grade, you guys know that I took a snowboarding trip up to Colorado during our spring break. So yeah, I'm super active whenever I get the chance. I'm spending time outdoors with family and friends. But yeah, looking forward to hearing what questions you guys have for me. See you guys.
So we were just talking about one of the questions, because I did put new questions and for Mr. Ugarte for you guys to ask him. So you guys can access the questions here. However, once you go into it, go ahead and answer this one. This is yes or no. You do want to be a part of those that session on SB 9, where we are going to discuss those more adult-oriented topics with you guys. Remember, that is only with parental consent. So we'll give you about a minute to go ahead and log in and do those, do the survey. So we're good on time. We're good on time. All right, guys. So in case you are a little lost sometimes, because sometimes it does get pushed down, this is the one that you're submitting. It's wherever you see Teacher Spotlight. That's the one that you're going to go ahead and click the link. Okay. In case you need to. However, we are going to have to end SEL Live on kind of a sad note today.
4 minutes.
So we have about 4 minutes. And sixth grade, I am going to go ahead and post something on your, oh, did I post it already? No, I didn't. I'm going to go ahead and post something here on your sixth grade counseling page. So if you go ahead and click refresh, and so that's a different survey, guys. And so that survey is pretty much talking about, we did get together with Miss Gallo, and we got together with Miss Gallego. And due to like the budget, I know you guys have been hearing about the budget. We aren't going to have the budget this year for field day. So could you go next, sir? So we are going to still try to give you guys a field day, but we're not going to be able to have it the way we've done in the past. And so we're still going to try to set time out to at least, have some activities for you. So we went ahead and created this survey for you. If you'll go ahead and just let us know some of the things that you'd like to do. I know there was like maybe pin the tail on the donkey, maybe charades, maybe Simon Says, or like playing jacks, stuff like that. So we have that. Make sure that you click the ones that you would like to, and then click this next button, because depending on your answers, it will take you to a second page. So make sure that you do click that next button right there, okay? And unfortunately, we have to learn to turn a negative into a positive, just kind of like our lesson today, and plan a little bit better next year. So unfortunately, we do have to cancel it this year, but we're going to still try to set aside some time for field day this year. But charades sounds cool, I mean. All right, so that'll do it for SEL. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.